Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Walt here from Down the Block Sports, and today I want to talk about the Boston Celtics. The Celtics extended their win streak to 9 games last night after throttling the Philadelphia 76ers 135-87. What I want to talk about today is the Celtics extending their win streak and how Derrick White has fit in with the Boston Celtics. Again, I'm Alec Walt. This is Down the Block Sports. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more of my exclusive content. Yes, the Boston Celtics crushed the Philadelphia 76ers yesterday, a thin 76ers roster who yet still does not have James Harden playing in the rotation. There'll be a complete different team when he's on the court, but the Celtics played a near perfect game yesterday to crush the 76ers. I hope Marcus Smart is okay. I don't expect him to play tonight against the Detroit Pistons as they deal with the All-Star break to get ready in about a week or so. But the Celtics are playing some really good basketball. They've been playing some really good basketball. And, you know, the way I'm watching the Celtics right now looks like a team that could get interesting if they continue this hot streak throughout the season. But I don't want to talk about this hot streak right now. I want to talk about the addition of Derrick White. Now, when the Celtics made this trade for Derrick White, getting rid of Josh Richardson, Romeo Langford, and a top 4 protected first-round pick, the reaction was pretty much the same. It's the Celtics got this solid two-way guard who could play a six-man or starting role, who is familiar with Ime Udoka, and a lot of the credible sources said that he would be a perfect fit in Boston, and that's exactly what he's been. I'm going to read you the numbers from his 3 games with the Celtics so far. They played Denver, Atlanta, and Philly. Denver, a very respectable team. Atlanta, a team that's underperforming. And, of course, Philly is shorthanded at the moment. But against Denver in his debut, he had 15 points, 4 assists, 6 rebounds, and a plus 11 plus minus. Versus Atlanta, 14 points, 5 assists, 2 rebounds, plus 12 plus minus. And then yesterday against Philly, which I take the plus minus with a grain of salt. You'll understand why in a second. 11 points, 2 assists, 1 rebound, plus 41. I mean, yesterday was obviously an outlier performance for the Celtics. I don't expect Philly to play this bad in any matchups they face against them this season. But he's averaging out to 13.3 points, 3.6 assists, and 3 rebounds per game. That's exactly what my expectations were. Now, normally when you make a trade deadline addition, you remove some depth from the roster. Yes, the Celtics starting lineup hasn't changed. You know, your biggest concern as a fan is, oh, maybe it affects the chemistry. Maybe it takes a second for him to get used to his new role on this team, even though it's not really that much different than San Antonio outside the fact that he started in Boston coming off the bench. But he's fit in on day one seamlessly. Seriously, he has fit in perfectly. Now, when I watch Derrick White play, he's brought immediate energy. I mean, the fact that he is coming off the bench and he is providing 6-man minutes for now is an absolutely massive boost for the Celtics because he is not a bench player, and right now he is coming off of that spot for the Celtics. So that might change tonight because I don't think Marcus Smart plays, and if Smart is not playing, White will obviously take that role in the starting lineup. But what about Derrick White has fit in so well with Boston? One, he is a fantastic decision maker. Here's why. The ball movement in Boston was what pissed me off the first 2 months of the season. Seeing Brown and Tatum play iso ball, seeing them get in arguments with Marcus Smart, it drove me freaking crazy because you knew this team was so much better than they were playing. The ball movement did improve before Derrick White got here, but his addition only makes it better. Derrick White's the type of guy that knows what he's going to do with the basketball the second he gets it. If he's on the perimeter, he'll dish it to the corner. If he's always finding the right person to pass the ball to. This ball in Boston right now is flying around the court. Their 3-point shooting percentage is getting higher because they're getting better looks. Tatum's making contested shots right now. He looks like one of the best players in basketball. But with the addition of Derrick White, the ball movement has been solid. Number 2, the Celtics rarely give up over 100 points anymore. And Derrick White's addition into this backcourt only helps them defensively. Against the Hawks, give up 95. Against the Sixers, give up 87. The only 2 times they've given up over 100 is against the Hornets and the Nuggets. Of course, the one game against the Nuggets was when White was on the team. but the Celtics are finally playing team defense, and White fits that mold absolutely perfectly. And then finally, there was a play specifically I saw against the Celtics yesterday to end the half. There was about 32 seconds left on the clock, 33 seconds left on the clock, and Derrick White gets the inbound pass. Now, one thing I love to see about a player is their court awareness. They know how much time is on the clock. They know who's defensively. They know if there's points to attack. What White did, and this was fantastic. I was pumped when I saw this play. He took the inbound pass, sprinted towards the paint. Okay, Philly was not set defensively. They had the chance to have a 2-for-1 to end the half. Now, they were killing Philly. This play didn't exactly determine the game here, but I loved seeing this from Derrick White. He ran to the paint. Philly noticed he was going, moved towards him defensively, and he popped a floater and made the shot with 28 seconds left on the clock and gave the Celtics an extra possession to end the quarter. That court awareness is brilliant. He is such a great addition to this team. The Celtics needed to keep their defensive momentum going. He's done that. The Celtics needed to continue moving the basketball. He's done that. Their three-point shooting is much better. Yes, he didn't hit a three yesterday against the Philadelphia 76ers, but the team overall is shooting great right now. Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum look like two of the best players in basketball right now. Now, can they keep this up? That's another video for another day. But my concerns of potentially the chemistry being out of whack after finding a set rotation before the deadline, it's not a concern for me after a couple games. Will Derrick White deal with the fact that he's coming off the bench to start for right now? Maybe that'll change, of course, tonight against the Pistons. Hasn't looked like it's bothered him. Received a standing ovation from the Garden crowd. Is an immediate fan favorite as his father tweets about how he's happy that he's with the Celtics. He's familiar with Ime Udoka, who was a former assistant with the Spurs while White was playing for the San Antonio Spurs. He's fit in perfectly. Again, 15-4-6 against the Nuggets, 14-5-2 against the Hawks, 11-2-1 against the Sixers. The Celtics have won all three of those basketball games and have won 9 consecutive games as we get closer to the NBA All-Star break. Give a lot of credit to Brad Stevens for pulling the trigger on that trade. Looked a little steep giving up that first-round pick, but you look at Derrick White's addition to the Celtics, he looks like the perfect fit. He fit in seamlessly, and I think he is a very solid addition. It's going to be at Boston for a pretty long time. So again, what do you think of Derrick White and his addition with the Boston Celtics? Have you been impressed for the first 3 games like I have? Feel free to give me your thoughts in the comment section below. Also, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more of my exclusive content. Thank you everyone for tuning in, and we will see you very soon.